A transmission repair can be a costly endeavor. Plus, it can also leave you and your family stranded on the side of the road. Today I'm going to walk you through a transmission fluid change on the Honda Odyssey. We're going to go through everything from start to finish. How to drain it, how to fill it, how to do everything with the proper torque values. So let's get started. Here we go. There we go. So the first thing we are going to do after getting the van up on lifts, you want to make sure you're on a good set of ramps up off the ground and that the vehicle is stable. The first thing we want to do is go ahead and remove our fill plug that's there, because what we don't want to do is remove the fluid and then find out we can't get that plug off the engine. So what I use a 17 millimeter 6-point socket, a long extension, and then a very short stubby extension up here. Make sure we're seated on there. We don't have a lot of clearance with this bracket right here that gets in the way. So, and this gets on there pretty tight, so you're gonna have to give it a lot of oomph to break it free. Support this here so we don't strip. We're gonna give it a pull. Okay, I went and swapped out my ratchet for my T-handle. I got a new longer ratchet. I thought I'd be able to use it, but I can't. So here we go. There we go. It's loose now. Go ahead. Remove my T-handle, and we're going to go ahead and back this off. Once I know it's loose, I'll pull that off, and then I'll reach down there with my hand and retrieve the fill. There we go. Put that up here for safekeeping. Okay, as you can tell, we are now under the van. This is your oil drain plug for the transmission to drain your transmission fluid. The engine one's over here. Transmission one is right here on the bottom of the transmission. This is a 3/8 square drive. So basically what's on a ratchet, you can put it right in there. We'll give it a tug and loosen it up. That's all you need to do. Bring your drain pan in. We'll loosen this up. Okay, so while everything is draining, we're going to go ahead and clean our drain plug. So this is a magnet on the end of the drain plug. You want to go ahead and wipe all that off and get it off of that magnet. That's everything that's on there right now. We'll go ahead and we'll clean that off very, very well. Basically till you get nothing off of there anymore. It's a magnet and it's strong, so it takes a little bit, but you'll get it all off of there. There. That's good. Now we also want to change our crush washer here. This one's on pretty good, but I got it loose with my finger, so we'll take that off. I got a fresh one here and put that on. You can get these at the dealership if you buy your fluid at the dealership, or you can look up the part number for it on dreamshop.honda.com for your specific car and just buy them off of Amazon or Rock Auto. These are from Amazon, I think a company called Mission Automotive. So this is ready to go. Okay, we're to a point where it's drained. I'm happy with the amount of fluid that we've gotten out of it. If you want to let it drip a little longer, that's fine. But I think we're good. We'll just move our fluid out of the way. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to torque this to 36 foot-pounds. with a torque wrench, 3/8 drive torque wrench. There we go. 36 foot-pounds. It's a lot less than you would think it is. Okay, so now we're ready to go up top and fill the transmission. All right, back up on top. You want to get yourself a nice long funnel. I have this one. I think I bought it at Walmart eons ago, but I believe they still sell it. And you want to go ahead and put this into there. But first, here's a good call out. There is a crush washer on your fill plug. Make sure you have that. That I reuse. I have no issues reusing that because you're not going to have a leak on top. And I torque it, so the dealership doesn't even stock them near me. So go ahead and you want to get your funnel right in that hole and get it nice and secure. So today I'm going to be using Triax's multi-vehicle global ATF transmission fluid. I've been using this for a couple years now on this van, and it's been doing an absolutely fantastic job. This fits a lot of vehicles. I'd recommend going to their website and making sure it works for your applications. I know it lists DW1, which is specific to my transmission, but I don't believe the ZF 9-speed and the new 10-speed can use this fluid. So please don't just run out there and buy this fluid because I used it. You have to check on their site to make sure it's compatible with your application. I will drop a link for this though, and any tool that you see me use today down in the description. What I also like about their jug is it comes with this great spout for pouring it out and measuring it. Just double check, make sure our funnel is still in there. I went and I measured 3.3 quarts out into this container, and I'm going to slowly start filling this transmission up. Okay, we've got it all in there. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put my cap back in. Hand start it and thread it until it's seated. And 32 foot-pounds for this fill cap. And that was torqued at 32 foot-pounds the last time I did it, and you saw how hard it was to get off, so I would definitely recommend torquing it for the next time. Okay, before you do this part, you want to make sure you are in a well-ventilated area. So I'm opening up my garage door. We're going to start the car. Foot firmly planted to the floor. I'm just going to run through the gears. 1, 2, 3, and do that for each gear. Count to 3. This allows your fluid to run through and check through all the check valves and everything that's in the transmission and all the galleys. And now, because I'm on ramps, I'm actually going to back the car out of the garage to check the fluid level where it is on level ground. Okay, so now we want to check our transmission fluid level, and we're going to do that by pulling this yellow dipstick here. We're going to wipe it. We're not even going to look at the first reading. Put it back in all the way until it seats, and then we're going to pull it out again and check our level. We want to do this on a hot transmission that's been sitting off for 1 minute. So go ahead, wipe the dipstick, put it right back in. and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull it again, and we're gonna look at our level, and we're right below the top dot right there. So our fluid level is good, and we are all done. Okay, so after all your work is done, you've checked your fluid level, you're happy with where it's at, go for a test drive. Make sure everything's shifting okay, make sure everything feels correct, feels smooth. You know, if you've been doing your transmission fluid changes in a timely manner, nothing should really feel different. If you're changing your fluid for the first time in a long time, you might notice some shifting differences, hopefully in a positive direction. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please click like and subscribe. Also hit the little bell icon so you'll be notified of future videos. Thank you for joining me in the garage today, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Bye-bye.